Good morning student. Today I will discuss about the milling of coarse grain including sorghum, ragi or millets. Coarse grain are cereal belong to the grass family. They are also called millets since their plant bear a large number of the grains on their cob and panicles. The coarse grain crop are hardy in nature that grow under the adverse agroclimatic condition and can grown in the region with the comparatively lower rainfall. Maize, sorghum, pearl millet, finger millet, foxtail millet, kodo millet, barnyard millet, and porso millets or barley millet is also the important cereals which is mostly used in malt preparation and alcoholic beverages. Maize, sorghum, pearl millet are designated as the major millet, and other crops are called minor millet or small millets due to their size and little coverage both in area and production. These grains are also staple of the future food security, and it's imperative that these crops are to be redefined as nutritious cereals since they contain considerable quantity of vitamin, minerals, dietary fiber, phytochemicals and nutraceutical utilization of coarse grain are used for food, feed, and industrial purpose. In India, maize is made into the unleavened bread, thick porridge, and thin porridge, and flax. The cereal form a base for the starch, syrup, glucose, and oil production. Maize grits and semolina are used for upma, kesri bath, and the pattern of the utilization of maize is presented in figure 2. Milling of the sorghum. The most highly refined sorghum products are produced by the abrasive removal of the pericarp followed by the degermination and physical separation of the dry millet fractions. Most of the traditional African and Indian food are produced from decorticated sorghum, which is milled into the flour. Industrial decortication involved the use of the meals with the abrasive disc or carbon stone. Whole sorghum flour can produce by the use of the stone hammer, pin, or roller mills. Milling of the coarse cereal and millets generally referred to the decortication and debranding of the grains to obtain pearled and decorticated grains, and also to size reduction to produce the semolina grits and flour. Pearled or milled Pearled or millets also possess the better nutritious value and consumer acceptability. A sound, dry, uniform grain uninfected by the mold and insect of a defined variety and quantity is the prerequisite for obtaining high quality product by the milling. The grain contain impurities such as broken kernel, other seeds, glums and sticks, chaff, dirt, stone, which most removed by the sieving, aspiration and destoning. The reasonably hard seeds is important milling sorghum and millets. It is possible to upgrade a mixed seed lot on a density gradient table on the concentration the hard grain as with wheat. It is often advantageous to the condition sorghum and millet by the adding water, mixing the mass thoroughly, followed by resting period before the milling. Conditioning toughening of outer parts of the seeds and make them less prone to fine disintegration during the milling, facilitating the separation of coarse bran particles from the endosperm, which due to its crystalline nature is major finely ground. The storage protein in the grain sorghum are highly cross-linked and hydrophobic, which affect water absorption, processing condition, digestibility in the millet sorghum flour. These problems are further exaggerated in high tannin varieties containing polyphenols, which in the large quantity are toxic and impair digestibility. It may be recalled here that the pericarp of the sorghum consists of three sublayers: pericarp, mesocarp, and endocarp. The latter layer is important in the decortication because it can take up the moisture, and it is there that breakage points are induced. Generally, the most simple sorghum grain to mill by both traditional techniques or by machinery are the one of the pearly white appearance, have a thin pericarp or with starchy mesocarp, the latter giving a white chalky appearance. The ideal seeds of the milling should also have the reasonably hard endosperm in order to get the cleanest separation of the botanical tissues and component, including a high yield of the endosperm in the final product. Equipment or for the dry and semi-wet milling of the sorghum and millet. In the most developing country, pestle mortar, Körner or power driven abrasive disc and plate mill is used for the milling of the sorghum. Roller milling was also attempted. Traditional roller milling. Principle of the wheat milling is applied here. After the toughening the bran layer by the water conditioning, the seeds is squeezed abraded through the shearing force of the two corrugated metal roller of the slightly different speed. Next, the flattened large speed particles are carefully scraped off to remove the exposed endosperm by passing through a great number of the corrugated and smooth rollers. The flour is shifted away in each milling step, each contributing a small percentage to the total flour yield. It is the it is found that color spiciness of the roller millet sorghum flour due to the incomplete bran separation limit its usefulness. Therefore, traditional roller milling method is not advocated for milling of the jowar because of high processing cost, low extraction rate, and relative poor quality of the flour. However, some improvement in the color is made by the lowering extraction and proper tempering. Semi-wet processing involved steeping 60 to 70 degrees centigrade for a short time with a water addition 20 to 27%. Semi-wet processing with the roller mill have a great advantages with the regard to the product quality, especially in the milling high tannin sorghum, but extraction rate are lower than usually commercially acceptable in the milling low tannin sorghum or millet. Since the structure of the sorghum grain is different from that of the wheat and approach opposite of that roller milling, decortication is advocate, advocated. This means that the bran and germ are removed first, separated to get dehulled endosperm, which this could be millet separately. Decortication in the applying of the decortication principle of the sorghum and millet, rice, barley, dehuller, decorticator, and polisher are being used. Work done in CFTRI has shown that rice milling equipment could be effectively used for decortication. Engelberg did not give the satisfactory result. It is produced have a high breakage, especially in the case of soft grain. So use the attrition type decortication, pin disc decortication, etc. Traditional method of the milling coarse grain can be summarized as follow. First is the clean and dry grain taken. After then tempering or conditioning, then decortication with the mortar and pestle, winnowing, After the decorticated grains separated from bran, reduction or to the floor with the mortar and with the help of the mortar and pestle, then sieving. After that, grits and semolina are separated. Okay. On the other hand, clean dry grain are milled with the help of stone mill, then sieving and achieve the flour. Winnowing plate mills are used to millet the clean and dry grain, then sieving the separation of bran and flour. Wet milling of the sorghum. Wet milling of the sorghum greatly resembles maize wet milling. The elaborated sorghum wet milling process is outlined in figure 13. After the steeping process, the solids from the stiff water are recovered in the vacuum evaporator. They are then dried and mixed the sorghum gluten and sold as a sorghum gluten meal feed comparable to corresponding maize wet milling product. Soft and steeped seeds are gently milled in germinator mill in the water slurry to loosen the germ, starch, gluten, fiber, but keep them in the intact as possible. Sorghum germ, which is the much smaller and more difficult to separate in the whole from than maize germ, is separated from the starch milk together with the gluten by the overflow in the liquid cyclone. Purified germ is dried and oil is pressed out, whereas the resulting protein is blended into the sorghum gluten meal. The starchy slurry from the germ separator is further milled at a high speed in an impact mill, and the fiber are removed by the washing screen and the joining on to the feed fraction. Finally, the purified starch milk is separated from the gluten impurities in the continuous starch centrifugation. After removing most of the water on the starch filter, the wet starch is air dried and at the sufficient low temperature to avoid the gelatinization. Pure finished starch may be further processed into the dextrine or into the glucose syrup. Sorghum. A sorghum wet milling process of the sorghum. First is the cleaning, then steeping into the water. After then steeped sorghum, degermination, to separate out the germ. After then germ separation and addition grinding, screening, hydrocollones, wet gluten and drying. After then achieve the gluten fiber are separated from the wet gluten. Milling of the ragi and finger millet. All cereal except finger millet and teff are poor sources of the dietary calcium. Among the millet, finger millet has colored seed coat formerly attached with the softer endosperm. Attempts to debrine the seeds and obtain the endosperm intact either by the chemical mechanical process were not successful. Hence, the general method followed by milling finger millet involved grinding the endosperm to the flour and the separating the portion of the bran by the sieving. Study done in CFTR indicate that moistening the seeds up with about 5% water tempering for about 30 minutes following the grinding and sieving helped with separating major portion of the bran and hammer mill, plate mill and even roller mill could be used for grinding the conditioned ragi. Recently, pre-treatment method has been developed by the CFTRI to harden the otherwise softened endosperm of the ragi. This can be conditioned and milled to get decorticated ragi in the whole grain form. Milling of other small millet. As described earlier, Most of the small millet resemble paddy cariopsis in their morphology. Therefore, their milling involves dehusking, debraining, pulverization. Commercially, it has been found that cone polisher are used for dehusking and debraining small millet like foxtail, little kudo millet, etc. Even the plate mill with proper setting can also use for dehusking these grains. Thank you.